The month of November, my TBR list. I ain't gonna say TBR list, but my goals for the month. He's never gonna have his cycle. He's never going to extend. And I like this book. I really love that book, but I'm interested to see. I ain't gonna say they drug for the family, but they were very, very see. But I will read this book, give it a chance and see. Kindle, I downloaded Very. So I have the first 3 books of those, which I do plan to read soon. My goals for this month, I have a couple Bookish events that I'm going to. I went to the first one November 2nd. That was our book club meeting for A Flicker in the Dark and Hold My Girl. That was a success. I'm going to Tuesday, I'm going to go to the book club meeting at Oxlot for The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. Yeah. I'm going to that one November 4th. We're going to do another book club meeting next week on The Intruder by Frida McFadden. I haven't started that book just yet because I'm reading The Christmas Tree Farm right now. And then our book club is going to meet 2 times before Christmas because we got pushed back a couple times this year. So they wanted to do another book club meeting. So we're going to go to, I don't know where we're going yet, but we're going to read Please Don't Lie. It was one of the books in the book basket. And then the bonus book for that is going to be Wishful Thinking, I think, one of those books. And then the following is we're going to let somebody else host the Christmas meeting. And then the bonus will be the favorites. So that it has been pushed into my TBR list. I'm planning to do Black Friday at my bookshop. I don't know what events that she's going to be doing that Friday, but I don't know if I'm going to read there or if I'm going to shop there, a little bit of both. I plan to go to the movies to see Regretting You by Colleen Hoover's book that I read years ago. I know it's controversial because it's Colleen Hoover and the domestic violence and all of those different type of things. I will go to the movies to see that movie. And then I'll see Wicked 2 with my book friends. Now, my must-reads this month is, of course, it's going to be The Christmas Tree Farm, The Intruder, Please Don't Lie. Then that book, Can't Get Enough. I'm reading Blue Like Jazz. I want to read Bride. Book friends recommended it, and I do have Bride, but that's newer in my TBR list. And then I want to read The Dinner List because I want to gift that to someone. And then I want to add in sprinkle in here and there, a couple of Christmas books. So what worked for me last month, I categorized the books. Well, I wish I could have read, for the Hispanic month, I wish I could have read some book in honor of that, but I did get a chance to read The Berry Pickers for the Indigenous People Day. And I think November is the Indigenous People Month. So I don't know if I'm going to read anything from any of those type of authors this month, but I would have liked to be in that category. But I categorized the books to where I knew I was going to read fall books. I was looking for pumpkin patch books, witchy books, and that helped me last month, putting them in different sections and then knowing already what I'm going to read next without having to waste time to figure out what I'm going to read. So I had a book order. Normally my book order is by the copyright dates. If I can't decide which one, if I have the stack already out, I'll just go by copyright. Now, my favorite book from last month would have to be Hold My Girl by Charlene Carr, and then Wishful Thinking by Celeste Martin. Those are my favorite books from last month. And what would I do differently? I did go to a lot of bookish events last month. And I feel myself doing it now, trying to rush and read The Christmas Tree Farm. So I may have to, I'm reading these books not because I'm rushing myself, but because I actually own them on my shelves, and it's helping me get these books off my shelves faster when I'm reading them and I have somebody to talk to in person about them. So I do enjoy going to book club meetings that have the books that I own already. So that's not an issue for me, but I would like to read more on my Kindle too. So I hope that book that Please Don't Lie, that's on the Kindle. Christmas Tree Farm is on the Kindle too, but I have the physical copy of that. There's a mid book in between that one that I want to read, the Cinnabon Bookstore. I might read that one next month, tentatively, because I never do this, but I read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and then I skipped book 2, and I'm in book 3 with the Christmas Tree Farm, and that's out of order for me, but it's going well. Like, I never read book series out of order, but this one, it seems like it's flowing just as fine if I didn't have read the second one. But I will read the second one just like for my own peace of mind, and then the fourth one, and I own the fifth one. So that is my possible goals for this month. So, and then check out my blanket I got from Kohl's. Oh, I love my blanket. It's getting cold up in here. I want to go to the library this month too, and I have a couple books that are hopefuls on the library that I just need to, I don't need to buy, but I just want to get them so I can just like, I don't know, feel the book, talk about this book, a couple books that I have on a prompter that I need to read that is library books. But yep, I call myself doing this book challenge, and the book that I was picked to read was Blue Like Jazz by Donald Miller. And I picked this book out during my challenge, but I didn't feel like I don't feel like I executed the challenge very well. So I may not post it. I may not post that because it's just, it didn't seem, I want to do the challenge, but just not right now. And that challenge was like the paragraph challenge. I know y'all heard it. And I went through a bunch of books, read the first paragraph, and picked my book. And this was the one that I picked. And this book, it's actually, let me see how many pages have I read in it. 17 pages. And this book, it's about religion. Yes, it's about religion. It is nonfiction. And what else can I say? The author is a male author, Donald Miller, which is legend. Like, he's a legendary author. This book is only 240 pages. So it's a fairly short book. Very well written as well. And I am going to be honest with y'all. I am just not in the mood, like, for it. And I'm like, I'm not in the mood for it. I'm reading and I'm like, it's not bad writing. It's just that I'm just not in the mood for it. And I guess because I've been reading a lot of fantasy, a lot of fiction books, and nonfiction definitely slows you down. And I tabbed this book off in 4 sections that I plan to read. I am going to read this and put it on my nightstand, but it's going to take me a minute because I'm not in the mood for this type of nonfiction book. So I'm going to read a little bit at a time. With 240 pages, I marked it off in 4 sections. That means that I'm going to read like 61 pages of this book a night or per day and get through it or whatever. And then eventually I may or may not DNF this. I don't know. But I want to give y'all like a little bit of like my thoughts being as a new YouTuber on a smaller channel. And, you know, things that are going on in this world that is not book related. It's just wild and crazy. So this is like a safe space for us to come and talk books and review books and just have like that book community. I get it. Like sometimes I'll read a bad book and be like, oh my God, why she write this? Or this book is just like a 1. Or it's just I just want y'all to know that is just like my opinion. I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer for anybody on, you know, out there that's watching me, because this is a platform for people and this is like our happy space. And if I'm reading a book, it's solely my opinion about that book, not personally about the author. You know, like someone, oh my God, I can't. Oh, I'm not going to do this. I can't support that. Like, I'm not that type of person. I can read a book and just like, okay, this was just I don't know how she wrote this book or why is she writing this book. Obviously, she got it published and it's a book and it's out there. Somebody may like it. Somebody may not like it. And I try not to be as harsh and give everybody a equal like playing field of how I rate these books, as far as like the things that I say. Like I say, okay, the writing style, my opinion about the author is never like, oh, I can't. Or I'm just like, okay, if this author is writing this type of things and it's graphic and it's just like the profanity and stuff, that's something that I wouldn't, that's not what I would gravitate towards. So of course, in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't want y'all to think that I don't want y'all to read. Reading anything, reading a magazine is good if you're a reader, But this one, I'm thinking if I would have read this book straight through, like nonstop, no chasers, just reading this book, I would have put myself in a slump. And like in a book slump, because I know I'm not in the mood to read this, and I'm reading it for a book challenge because somebody challenged me and I never backed down from a challenge. No. But when you're in this BookTube world, I can see how it can affect you mentally, trying to please the person that challenged you and also trying to keep up with your friends that read this book and loved it, and you want to read it with them and read it too, and you recommended it. This book has been on my TBR list for about 10 years. And I don't gravitate towards nonfiction books no more. Like I used to 10 years ago, but now I just do not gravitate towards that. And this one, it looked like it's gonna be good. Like it's not like a bad book. And I love how he has like illustrations in this book. Like that's cute to me, Like the graphics in this book is all good. And I see where he was going with it. But y'all know what I mean. When you just are not feeling it, and then you end up rating the book a 1 and all these crazy things that's in your mind, and you're like, okay, this is not even about the book, it's about me. And a lot of the things that you are putting out there in the world or on the internet is like a projection of yourself. And I want to attract people like me. So if I'm putting out negativity out there, I'm going to attract negativity to my channel and to my page. And that's not what I'm here for. So, yeah. So that's just one thing that I want to talk about in this little book chat. So I may give a book 1 star, but it's definitely not because of my opinion about the author personally. But it's just my opinion about the actual book being executed, in my view. And that you might love this book and I just don't, and that's fair. So I don't want to deter anybody away from reading anything. So that's what I was going to say. Another thing I want to talk about is when we do these reviews, I'm watching reviews. Can y'all start putting like y'all about to spoil it? Because some people just start ranting and going in off the book, and he did this and she did that, and I'm halfway through this and I want to do that. And I'm like, wait a minute. You just told me everything that happened from start to finish in that book. Now I can't even finish watching your video because you didn't spoil the whole book. So I'm like, do they have people who do book reviews for people who don't read or want to read this book and I just wants to hear them rant and talk about the book? Or is it like a thing that we as a community can just stop putting spoilers in the videos? And let me know in a comment if I do it, because I may not know that I am spoiling a book for y'all. Because I don't ever want to be in a position to say, oh, I don't want you to watch my video because it has I didn't spoil. Oh, I can't watch Stacey's video because it has spoilers. She always giving away things in the main, climax or whatever that's happening in the book. And I do like if you have read this book and you comment in the comment. We can have a talk like, whatever in the comments. But I don't think it's to actually promote spoilers or say I read it first, and I just want y'all to read the books I want somebody to talk to about these books that I'm reading. That was my whole thing for starting this page, is to get community friends of people who read a lot and buy books and do all these different things to promote, not promote because I'm not getting paid to do this, but like to share stories and just have meet people who are like-minded, So this platform for me is smaller, And it's, to me, when I look at people, it's all about energy and the vibes. Like, I just want to have fun, joke around, talk about these books, look at like all the pink and all the pretty things, and put y'all with y'all makeup and all kind of different things like that. That's what it is for me. And to go through this massive TBR list that I keep on creating and getting books and buying books and stuff. So I just think that energy is everything. And like, me, I have to check myself sometimes too, because I'm like, dang, I gotta put this video out and I'm not even smiling in the video. Am I having fun? Like, I want y'all to like say, okay, girl, how you doing? How you doing mentally? Like, work and family and life and things, just how you doing as a person. And this YouTube stuff don't mean anything. Like, it's just like, these people don't know you in real life, so it's just like you giving a little bit of yourself, and they can see when you're genuine and when you're not. So that's why I was like, when I did that book, I'm like, this is not my vibe. Like, I'm not about to rush myself to finish this book. Now, if I was meeting for a book club meeting with, a group of people, and I had to read this book by deadline, I will put more fire underneath the gas to get that book read and read it. But I don't have no deadline to read that book. That book been there for 10 years. It can sit there for another 10 more years, or I can give it away. It's not even that deep. And this goes out for the people who watch, who don't make videos and just here for the vibes and a good time and the energy. And you say I put up a review, the review is very poor and it gets a 1. I don't want people to get like, it's not, I don't know if I can do it, but if I can avoid people's like mentality of getting like sad or depressed or negative, I don't want that. Like, I don't want that here. Like, I'm not here for that. I'm here to uplift people and stay uplifted in my creativity and doing things that I think is fun and unique and, crazy. Yeah. And I have noticed a lot of differentiation between BookTalkers and BookTubers and Bookstagrammers on all platforms. It's all different. But also I don't know, it's just different. It's different. Now, why I didn't put this blanket on my head? It's cold. Last but not least, I just want to do a couple fun facts about book lovers and book friends and y'all. So, a book lover, to uplift you, we never go to bed alone. You never go to bed alone because you can always pick up a book and you can read that book and find somebody in that book and just sleep on that, One thing with that, book lovers never go to bed alone. Number 2, be a proud bookworm. I know some people like, oh, you read those books, or that book was long, or when do you find the time? Like, you have people that are going to discourage you on your hobbies and just say things that just, that might like irritate you. Like, I had someone tell me, oh, I'm going to get you a business book for you to read, like as like a, trying to diss me, whatever, because I like to read. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a business degree, but I digress. Anyways, also, number 3, book lovers, you can always read just one more chapter. Nothing wrong with it. Just one more chapter. One more chapter. One more chapter. That is something you can take with you. Number 4, they say never judge a book by the movie. But I'm going to just say, you can always judge a book as a book lover. You can judge it by the cover. You can judge it by the movie. You can judge it by the reviews. You can just judge a book however you want to judge it, because that's between you and your thought process on that book. So do whatever you want. If somebody said, oh, I love this book, I think that you should read this book, and you judging a book because Stacy said read the book, You can judge a book however you want to judge that book. And that's that. The last but not least thing that I want to say on here is don't listen to me on everything, because I have no shelf control. Not self, but shelf control, as y'all can see. I got books growing out of my hair, out of my hands. Like I have no shelf control. With that being said, I went to Old Faithful, Ollie, yesterday to buy a trash can because my lid broke on my trash can. So I went to Ollie. Wait, no. So I went to the book club meeting and bought that book, Cinnabon. Was it the Cinnabon bookstore? I bought this book, $14 at the bookstore. Then I went to Ollie to get the trash can and got these books because Holly Black is going to be at the BookCon that I'm going to in April. And I don't have any books by her. And I was like, anytime I see a book by author that is going to be at BookCon, I'm just going to get their books and put them on my TBR as my short reads, because I need to know about these people that's going to be there. So Holly Black, I got this book box set for $9.99, and it seemed like it's going to be good. It has good reviews on Goodreads. So those two books is a box set. And then, oh my God, hardcover books. So I'm a sucker for hardcovers. Oh, let me get my life together. All right. I got this one, Bright Burning Things by Lisa Harding. It was on Jenna's Read with Jenna. It has the little star on her, well, her little symbol on it. Bright Burning Things. That one. Which other one? This one, Good Company, Jenna's Book Club, Read with Jenna, $4.99. Each one of these hardbacks were $4.99. And just because it had the symbol on it, Read with Jenna. Crazy. I know. Wild. This one looked interesting. It's called Shoulder Season. And I don't know. I have no clue what this book is about. Hardcover. And then The Age of Light. Hardcover. So. And it has the tower in the back. That is my little mini haul. So 6 more books to add. And those were for like 5, 10, 15, 20. And then plus that box set that was 10. So I spent $30 on books already. And it is November 5th. But that's not bad, because you can buy one book for $30. I bought 5 of them. No, 6 of them for $30. Plus that other book, that was $16 at the bookshop. So $46 already this month. And I said I wasn't buying no more books.